has really surprised me this season.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. And it's Ajinça in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lakers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
You know, the Lakers had never missed the playoffs in 3 consecutive seasons in franchise history until last season. Boy, this is a franchise that's clearly unaccustomed to losing basketball games.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the last time the Lakers had missed the playoffs in 2 consecutive seasons was 1976.
Well, up to 2013, the Lakers had only missed the playoffs 5 times total in the 65 years of the team's history. Now it's 3 seasons in a row for a franchise with so much very justified pride. It's got to be tough to handle and swallow.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And he sinks the second. And for NBA teams, the hardest thing to do is to get superstar talent, obviously. The Pelicans have that in Anthony Davis. How, Greg, do you think they build around him?
Well, a big part of it is just him staying healthy. I mean, we all know this is the team that's had horrible luck in that regard. Now they're shaping personnel to fit the new coaching staff. A bit more shooting, more depth. I think that's going to be key.
Matthews dishes to Russell. Now here's Hield. He's covered by Matthews. Matthews against Evans. Six on the shot clock. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here is Russell. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here is Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in Oakland. Here's Davis. Misses off the right iron. And the Lakers have possession, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
A long and exhausting game made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short. That can be a real morale killer.
You're right. Those types of losses are the most disappointing. When a game goes that far, you hate to come up empty.
Here's Holiday after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Puts it up off the inbound. And it's Davis laying it in.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's the screen. Russell kicks to Ingram. Shoots from the baseline. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Ingram's got his first bucket in this one.
Not a whole lot else the defense can do besides get a hand up there. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots look easy.
Hield kicks to Evans. Here's the three, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And that's got to be part of the game plan. Use his range to really stretch out that D.
The Prophet passes to Ingram. Russell kicks to Matthews. And the Lakers get it back. Russell dishes to Ingram. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 5 now.
And, you know, really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. You got to get a hand up, or he's going to bury it every time.
Now, here's Ajinça. Healed with it. Davis sets a screen. Picked his pocket. Now here's Ingram, covered by Evans, taken away by Holiday. Now Evans, 14 points from him the last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Now here's Ingram. Here's the Prophet. He's coming off a 37-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Pelicans trail by 3. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. What's the news there, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Look, tonight they're going to try to even the series at 2 games apiece this season. I asked him what the key would be, and he said playing mistake-free basketball. Those guys execute their offense with tremendous precision. We have to match that efficiency and avoid giving them easy looks. He's setting the bar high, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base, both in the U.S. and globally.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Holiday after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Tries to snap the cold streak, and the wide open shot from Evans. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. And the Lakers with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the Forum blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league.
Now here is Holiday. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Ajinça missing.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Russell against Holiday. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And D'Angelo Russell with great size for the point guard position at 6'5". He's not the most explosive athlete, but guys, you think that'll ever hold him back?
I don't necessarily think it will, Kevin, because he's shifty, he's crafty, he's deceptive enough as a lefty. I think he'll be able to be effective offensively. The question mark is more at the defensive end of the floor. Will he be able to stay in front of people and use anticipation and film study to overcome what he might lack athletically? He's a good defensive rebounder for his size, and I think his size will actually help him in all aspects of defense.
Both good from the line that time.
And, you know, a lot of people are starting to wonder, is Russell going to be the future of this league? Time will tell. That's a big mountain to climb for the young fella from Louisville.
And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. You take a look at Ingram, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, the Prophet.
Obviously, two of the hottest young players in the league right now, guys. I mean, starting to demonstrate the kind of offensive firepower that they can bring to the table.
Well, he's been totally unstoppable over the past 10 games. It feels like these two young men can score anytime they want to.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Pelicans have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. He misses the free throw.
And the Lakers head coach, Luke Walton, played almost his entire career in L.A., winning 2 titles along the way. Always known for his tremendous IQ for the game.
And the second free throw, good. And Luke Walton, pretty new to coaching. He actually worked as an assistant with the University of Memphis team for a short while in 2011, while that NBA season was delayed.
Yeah, and of course, since 2014, he's been an assistant with the Golden State Warriors. Last season, when Kerr was out missing time with a back ailment, Walton stepped in as an interim head coach and led the team to a 24-0 start. Absolutely amazing. And despite being relatively young, Luke Walton has close to a PhD, I think, in basketball.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe.
And the first one drops. Silks checked in for the Lakers. New Orleans also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Lance Stevenson comes in for Drew Holiday. And Allen subbed in for Hield. So he gets them both. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 10-point game. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
To the inside, stolen by Stevenson. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. Davis, the pass to Stevenson. From deep, Evans. The rebound by the Lakers. The Prophets got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Silk. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 6 to shoot. There's a good screen. For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Collins checked in for Ingram, and it's Mayo in for Russell. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Moore's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 9. Allen kicks to Moore. Davis sets a screen. Moore dishes to Davis, and it's blocked. Three-pointer. Allen with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Passes it to Davis. Davis with a screen on Mayo. Stevenson passes to Powell. Outside, Davis. 5 on the clock. Davis can't get that one to fall.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Here's Silk. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Launches a 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. The past month has been surreal. First in blocks, 12th in rebounding, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
Boy, and he's been a human highlight reel all season. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Here's Stevenson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in Oakland. Moore outside. Pass to Hill. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Collins against Stevenson. No good there with the step-back J. Lakers leading by 12. Mayo, the pass to Cobb. The pass to the Prophet. Up and in on the layup. The Prophet's got 9.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Pick up by Hill. Nobody near Stevenson. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Mayo. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Hill kicks to Allen. The dish to Powell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
So it's the Pelicans now, following the 3 by the Lakers. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And so he makes both from the line. Lakers leading by 16. Mayo, the pass to Cobb. They set the pick. A floater. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Pelicans.
You know, and you don't see them leaning too heavily one way or the other, striking a real nice balance between taking it inside and stretching the floor. That's always a sign for me of a well-coached team.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He makes one of two that time. Pelicans trail by 17. And Moore kicks to Stevenson. Pick up by Hill. And that one's good by Stevenson.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Collins, good.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dishes to Powell. Allen passes to Moore. Kicks it to Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans moving the ball around. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Jacks up a 3. Rebound the Lakers. The Prophets got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
The captain out there with Ingram. Then it's Russell. Then it's Collins. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And the layup is good. Collins has got the first basket of the second quarter for Los Angeles.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Hield. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Powell for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Russell kicks to Ingram. Pass to Hassel. Here's Redding. Takes the 13-footer. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Outside Holiday. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Inside. Tries from 10. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
And the feeling with D'Angelo Russell in Lakerland is that he has all-star potential. Very confident, a lot of swagger. He embraces the big stage, and he has tremendous offensive skills.
And, Kevin, I would agree with all of that because we watched him in college. He's a very good shooter, really good pick-and-roll player. He's got an excellent IQ for the game at the offensive end. And because of all of that, I think he can be quite dangerous as an offensive player.
Now here is Holiday. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Davis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lakers leading by 11. Ingram dishes to Russell. The feed to Ingram. Pass to Hassel. They set the screen. He kicks to Russell. From downtown, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Evans outside. Down low, here's Holiday, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on D'Angelo Russell. The Pelicans have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And he can't get the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. He dishes it to Ingram. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Now here is Davis. Defense right on him. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And how about the huge wingspan of Ingram, really causing the opposition a number of problems.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here is Hield. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. Evans outside. To the paint. Here's Davis. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He's got 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
2 shots.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Lakers. Both good from the line that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Ajinça with it. Davis sets a screen. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Offline from the top of the key. 3-on-3. Here's Ingram. No good that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. Holiday, the pass to Ajinça. He feeds it to Hield. Davis inside. He's got 8. The jump hook.
And really, Ingram is as complete a player as they come. Not only awesome on offense, but just spectacular on D as well.
To the inside, Matthews. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lakers leading by 17. To the wing right side. Here's Ingram. And he overshot that one, missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Evans kicks to Davis. True on the 14-footer. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Shooting 1.
And that one misses. Pelicans trail by 17. Feeds to Holiday. Shot on the wing. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Russell against Holiday. Here's Ingram. Here's Hassel. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Hassel. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Pelicans trail by 17. Holiday dishes to Ajinça. Back to Holiday. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Outside, Russell. Five on the clock. 13 feet away. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Holiday with the defensive effort. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Hield. He's covered by Matthews. Outside Holiday. Pass to Hield. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
And again, the Lakers, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And we take a look here at the shot chart.
And this is what happens when you are having a tremendous offensive game. They are getting great looks and knocking down shots all over the floor. I don't think we're going to see them deviate from this approach from here on out. They've got the recipe for success.
And he can't get the first one. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hill, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Lance Stevenson comes in for Tyreke Evans. Allen's checked in for Hield, and it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Drew Holiday. And he can't hit the second. Pelicans trail by 15. To the paint. Here's Ajinça. And the jam by Ajinça.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Now here's Mayo. 6 points for him. Here's Silk to the inside. It's stolen by Ajinça. More in the corner. There's a good screen. Outside Hill. Now here's Moore. D right on him. 3 on the clock. The high post shot. That one off the back iron and out.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Here's Allen, following the basket by O.J. Mayo. Moore inside, guarded by Mayo. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Moore. In the corner, Mayo with it. Here's Silk. The pass to Mayo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Mayo missing again. Pelicans trail by 13. Hill passes to Stevenson. Allen outside. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
They set the pick. It's stolen by Ajinça. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Moore's got 4 points this quarter. Pass to the Prophet. Fires the three. And it's Mayo again missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Hill's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Silk. The dish to Mayo. Puts it up from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out. Pelicans trail by 9. Outside Hill. Dishes it to Allen. It's back to Hill. Stevenson outside. Allen kicks to Ajinça. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. The Prophet passes to Cobb. Right wing. Five to shoot. To end the drought. Drills the three-pointer. Silk's got 7 points in the game. There's a minute left in the first half. Stevenson outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's stolen by Ajinça. It's good. Ajinça's got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Outside Mayo. Moore with the steal. 32 seconds left in the first half. Over in the corner, Allen. Moore outside. Hill kicks to Stevenson. 4 on the clock. From past the arc. Stevenson missing again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers on top. They're up by 10.
What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And the Pelicans with possession here, trailing by 10. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. And it's Ajinça in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Evans has got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Ingram. They set the pick. Here's Russell, down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Davis. Pass to Evans. New Orleans moving it around. And there's the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in rebounding, first in opponent offense, and they are ranked 3rd in limiting opponent field goal shooting. That's always an impressive number. Anytime you're in the top 3 in that category, you're doing work.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Russell kicks to Ingram. Now the pass to the Prophet. From outside, off the mark.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
To the right side. Back to Holiday. The feed to Davis. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday, here we go. Free throw line jump shot. Rebounded by the Lakers. The Prophet's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Matthews, left side. On target from 13 feet.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Hield. And the Pelicans miss again. Lakers leading by 10. Ingram kicks to Matthews. And Davis sends it back. Now Hield. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Outside Russell. He kicks it to Ingram. Pass to the Prophet. Outside Matthews. It's deflected. And here's Holiday. He's got 6, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And now a quick review at the numbers for the Prophet. Putting up about 18 points per, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Got a piece of it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
He's off on the first. Dwight Powell's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Ingram with the steal. Pulls up from the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 6th assist on the night.
And with Ingram, he can score from anywhere. His jump shot is money, and his drives to the hoop, they're lethal.
Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Lakers number 1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Holiday against Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
So much confidence for a young player. Terrific move by Russell in traffic.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 8. Hessel. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
I do not have a total on that, partner, but it seems to be too many if I were to count. The only number you really need to look at, though, is the scoreboard, and that gives you all the info you need.
And the free throw, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. The 3. The shot, no good. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
That one is off. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 12. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Pelicans. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, Los Angeles tied up with them.
And you know, for the Lakers, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Count me amongst those. I certainly didn't. I mean, their resilience has really surprised me this season.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Redding. Lakers passing it around. He dishes it to Russell. He feeds it to Collins. Clock at 6. Evans with the steal. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Check out the game for Evans. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside, Russell. There's a screen. Ingram wide open. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Outside, Holiday. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Collins, good.
Bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. From deep, Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Evans has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Inside, it's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Russell. 4th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
You talked about it. I mean, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not let them down. Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
And Holiday kicks to Hill. Allen outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
For New Orleans, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good. New Orleans making some changes here. Anthony Davis comes in for Solomon Hill, and Lance Stevenson subbed in for Heel. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Los Angeles leading by 9. Russell with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Russell's got 11 points.
The confidence from range. I mean, that's what scouts still insist will make Russell a top-level player.
Outside Holiday. Down low. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here is Russell. 11 points in the game. Shot by Collins, no good. Here's Stevenson, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. 9 points in the game so far. Lakers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Ingram with it. Powell on him. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
So both teams making some changes here. He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Passes to Cobb. Feeds to Collins. There's the pass to Cobb. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Collins, no good.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Allen kicks to Stevenson. To the middle. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 9 on the basket from Powell.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Count it. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And Moore kicks to Davis. Allen outside. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Moore dishes to Davis. Powell kicks to Stevenson. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Collins has got his third rebound tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Lance Stevenson pulls it down.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Now here's Powell. He's got 7. Stevenson passes to Davis. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Davis has got it back down to within single digits for the Pelicans. Here's Silk. Pass to Ingram. Here's Silk. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. And that's now 9 points for Easy Breezy.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 20. There's the pick. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Moore.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Powell kicks to Moore. The 10-footer. And it's Davis missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. And Anthony Davis last season signing a contract extension, the richest contract in NBA history at that point, $145 million over 5 years. He'd already become a superstar player. Now freed from the rookie scale, he's finally paid like it.
In the corner, it's Stevenson. And the Pelicans miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-point attempt by Lance Stevenson. Here's Cobb. Hands it from downtown. Silk's got 5 points now in the quarter. You talk about the big contract for Davis, a lot of money for a young guy, but you don't much worry that he'll get his priorities, Greg, twisted.
A great point, Kevin. He's a team-first guy, all about winning, and he doesn't take it for granted. He didn't have all the hype growing up, but now he's living a dream, and he knows it. But he aspires to be great, and he's not settling for anything else.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Matthews against Allen. And Davis sends it back. It's Allen on the wing. He averages about 5 points a game. Now here's Stevenson. They set the pick. Here's Davis. Misses. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got Collins. Russell is out there with Matthews. Then there's the captain. That's the Prophet in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Russell kicks to Collins. Russell, a screen on Evans. Screen by Russell. Here's Collins. 5 to shoot. The drive by Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 16.
They opened the gates and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Now here's Hield. He's covered by Matthews. Hield dishes to Ajinça. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Russell kicks to Collins. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Hassel. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Davis. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Dwight Powell's checked in for New Orleans.
2 shots.
The first one falls. That one is no good. Pelicans trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. The dish to Hield. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Excellent work on the boards that time, guys. Allowed them to get multiple looks on the same possession.
Russell kicks to Collins. Outside Matthews. The 10-footer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 15 points for D'Angelo Russell.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Collins against Evans. Dishes it to Ajinça. Here's Hield. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Tries again, and count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Hey, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, that's where they've really been the dominant team today. They've been more physical. What a night for the Prophet. 14 rebounds, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
Ajinça the pass to Holiday. Here's the screen. Hield dishes to Evans. Down low, Ajinça. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 5 assists tonight.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one's on Evans. The first one falls. And so Collins nails both of them. Pelicans trail by 20. And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. Evans left side. New Orleans moving the ball around. Powell, that's good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Outside, Russell. To the middle, knocked loose, Matthews. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for your Lakers, Wesley Matthews. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pelicans trail by 18. Healed with it. Here's Ajinça. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now here's Powell. Cuts off the pass. Russell passes to the Prophet. Back to Russell. Again, Los Angeles.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Here's Evans. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket, 4 on the clock. With the shot. Rebound the Lakers. Now Ingram. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And there's another one for the Lakers. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Hield. Tight defense on him. Holiday inside the line. And the Pelicans miss again. Los Angeles leading by 22. Russell passes to the Prophet. Here's Hassel. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Some good numbers for the captain. 12 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Hield dishes to Holiday. Kicks to Ajinça. And here is Hield. They set the screen. The feed to Ajinça. It's deflected. Here's Powell. And the Pelicans miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Ingram. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Holiday kicks to Powell. Can they get it? And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Take a look at what Agensa's done. 8 rebounds, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Here's Hassel. Outside Russell. Puts it up. Rebound by Agensa. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Hield. Pass to Holiday. He kicks it to Agensa. Goes up the baseline. Here's Hield. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Second team foul.
Free throw drops for Hield. Good on both. Here is Russell. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Now, here's Agensa, and the shot goes down. 16 points for Tyreke Evans.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Holiday against Russell. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. Pelicans shooting 40% in the fourth. Hield the pass to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Hield with it. No good from 18.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Now here's Ingram. Outside Matthews. Off target with his 3. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Russell against Holiday. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without fouling.
At the line for your Lakers, D'Angelo Russell. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Allen's checked in for Hield. Second free throw, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Holiday left side. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And that's now 10 points for Drew Holiday. Lakers leading by 22. Outside Matthews. Back to Russell. Back to Matthews. 4 on the shot clock. Outside Russell. He dishes it to Matthews. Hassel, the pass to the Prophet. Los Angeles with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Evans outside. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from 11, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there. Looking at the game for Drew Holiday, 12 points and also 3 steals. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
Fields checked in for Powell. That free throw good from Drew Holiday. The Lakers with the ball. They have a 19-point lead. Now Russell to the left side wing. Here's Ingram. Allen against Matthews. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Pelicans trailed by 19. To the paint. Here's Ajinça. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Passes it to Hassel. Outside Russell. There's the pick. He feeds it to Ingram. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 24 points for Brandon Ingram.
And Ingram is so skilled in finding space off of screens. When there's a pick being set, you have to keep your eye on him.
Now here's Allen. Out to the wing. The 3. And it's Ajinça missing. Lakers leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And Greg, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. Beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Russell. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. They're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
The drive by Allen. No good there. Good D by Matthews. So it's the Lakers now. Feeds it to Russell. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Floats one up. And it's blocked. Allen dishes to Heel. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
D'Angelo Russell. Of course he had a double-double. Had guys on their heels the entire night trying to match up with him, but he's just too good.
Well, he was definitely firing on all cylinders, and we just saw how dangerous this team might be in the playoffs. They look really good. They're a force when this guy's in the game. He's all over the place, making key plays all throughout the game. This guy's really good, Ernie. I'm scared for their opponents in the playoffs.
He was a marksman from the field tonight. No wasted opportunities. He would just wait right there and strike when he was open. And there were few misses on his part.